Hi you guys, and welcome back to my channel. If you want to see how I recreated this fire look, then just keep on watching. Make sure you like and subscribe, and yeah, I hope you guys have a beautiful day. Okay, so now that I've pulled my hair back, I've moisturized my face already. I'm going to take the Too Faced Born This Way in the shade Almond. I wonder if it'll focus today. Maybe. Let's see. And now I'm going to put 2 pumps on the back of my hand. Got some on my finger. Okay, and now we're just going to blend this into the skin. Okay, now that that's all done, we are looking very dewy today. Oh, okay, girl. But now we're going to take our Tarte Shape Tape Concealer in the shade Fair Neutral. And we're going to just highlight our face and get that going. Okay, and that's where I usually like to highlight my face, and then we'll go back in with our damp beauty blender, and then we're going to just work this into the skin. Okay, now that we have our concealer done, we're going to go in and set all of this. I'm going to pick up this brush by Flower that I've had for 14 years, and I'm going to pick up my MAC Studio, and we're just going to give this a nice little dab into the skin so we can set this all up. Okay, now that we have set our face, we are now going to bronze, and I'm going to pick up the Butter Bronzer. I don't know why, I've been liking this a lot lately, because usually I use my Hoola Benefit, because she's been used for a long time and everything, but I picked this up recently. And by the way, this smells so good. It smells like butter plus spray tan. I don't know. It smells really good though for some reason. And I don't know. I just like how this has been looking on my skin. But anyways, I've been liking this a lot lately, and I'm going to pick up my e.l.f. Flawless Face Brush like I always do. It's what I always use, and I'm going to get the product on there, tap that excess off, and go right into my cheekbone. And you can already see like a shadow of where it needs to be. So we're just going to really define that. And we're going to bring it up and out. And always remember up and out. We don't ever want to go down here, because this part of our face is supposed to be nice and light to create that contrast with your cheekbone. I'm going hard in with the bronzer today. Oh, girl. We're looking good. Okay, same thing on the other side. We're going to just draw a faint line and go out, up and out. I feel like this side always does better than this side. I don't know why. It just always seems to turn out better in my opinion. Do y'all feel y'all have a better side of your face? I most definitely do. I have an easier eye, I have an easier eyebrow, easier side of my hair that I like to do. This side is much easier to do than this side is whenever I'm doing my hair. I don't see how that is or how that even happens, but it does. But we're just going to take this around our forehead and work this right into the skin. And then I'm going to pick up my Sephora Pro Sculpting Brush. It looks like this. It's like tapered but fluffy, so I can really make good circular motions and blend this into my skin. I'm making sure to go all the way around. And next, what I'm going to do is my nose contour. And I'm going to take what I usually took, which I don't think I used in my last video, but I usually take my Sephora Pro Tapered Crease. I know it's for your eyes, but I want to get the an actual nose contouring brush, you know, broke girls and we're not there yet, but I am ordering James Charles palette tomorrow. Thank God. It's been 10 years. I'm behind. But anyways, I'm going to pick back up my butter bronzer. And I'm going to go in. And I like to use this brush because it's exactly what I need right now. It's the only thing that'll really work and make me have a really good nose contour. Because it's nice, it's small. I'm gonna come closer. Now I'm just going to take it and I'm gonna go and bring it in. You don't really want to follow your natural nose shape if you're trying to make it appear that your nose is smaller than what it actually is. So you're going to just kind of bring it in what you would want your nose to look like, you know what I mean? Okay, now I have the lines that I want created. I'm just also going to add one right across the bridge of my nose, where if you were to make yourself look like a pig, where your nose would crease right there. And I'm just going to tap the product in. Like I said before, I like to tap the product and not really blend it. I guess really because I don't have anything that's gonna blend it. So yeah. But now we're going to I'm actually going to bake my face this time. This last time I don't know what the heck I was thinking. So I'm gonna take anyways, I'm going to take the Almay Smart shade in the shade 100 Light. I got this at the drugstore because I can't afford Laura Mercier right now, unfortunately, but sister will get there eventually. And I'm going to take this more firm beauty blender and I'm just going to tap the product onto my beauty blender. I tapped it in the cap. And I'm just going to, oh, I got it everywhere. But I'm just going to take it and I'm just going to carve out where I want that line to be really defined for my bronzer. And this isn't like the best powder. Like if you can afford like the Laura Mercier, go for it. Highly recommend. But this isn't terrible. It doesn't really give me flashback or anything, so you know, it is what it is. But now I'm going to take a e.l.f. angled foundation brush, which it has like old foundation that I hated this brush for foundation. It was so streaky, I hated it. But I'm just going to tap some of that translucent powder on there. And I'm going to set my under eyes. And I'm just like dusting it on there so we lose all that, you know, shine underneath our eyes. Now that we let our face bake, I will be right back. I'm about to go do my brows off camera, so see you in a minute. Guys, I'm back. My brows are all on. Now we're gonna get into the fun part and we're gonna start to prime our lids. Well, actually, I'm gonna wipe off this bake first because I don't like it to sit there for too long. So I'm just gonna take that flower brush that I used earlier and I'm just gonna wipe all of this away. Now I've wiped all the bake away and now I'm gonna take my Maybelline Master Conceal and we're just gonna put a little bit of her on the back of my hand. And then I'm going to take this little e.l.f. brush. It's a 203. I'm going to use the flat end. I also have this spoolie on it, but I'm going to use the flat end. And I'm just going to dip that in and wipe this all over my lid. And then I'm going to get my little beauty blender. And I'm just going to work this into my eyelid. Okay, and now I'm going to show you the 3 palettes I'm going to be using today. One, I'm going to be picking oranges and like browns out of these, and one's a shimmer out of one palette. But I'm going to be pulling, sorry if my dogs are right there, Lord Jesus. I'm going to be using the Morphe 350M Jaclyn Hill's palette, and then also the Morphe 352. So I'm going to be using these today, mainly from these two, and not the last one I just said, the 352. We're going to be using one shade out of her. But I'm going to try and find a good lid to set my lid really quick. Oh yeah. Okay, we're going to be using this first shade right here just to be setting in my lids. I'll just take this Morphe M513, tap that in, and then just set my lids. And notice how I'm like trying to pack this on. I'm not really blending. I'm kind of packing it on there because I really want it to stay. The first shade I'm going to be using is coming from the Jaclyn Hill, and I'm going to be using Creamsicle, which is the first shade on the second row. And I'm going to pick up the same brush I was just using to set my lids, so the Morphe 513. I'm going to tap that in, get the product on there, tap out the excess, and then go in and just spread this. I want this to be like my transition color, so we're just going to work this in and just do small circular motions. That's pretty much all good and on there. It's looking pretty. I'm going to go into the Morphe 350M. Lord. Okay, and I'm going to be tapping into, since I don't know the names of these, I'm going to be tapping into this shade right here, which is the big color on the second row. I'm going to be tapping into her, tap out that excess. Well, I'm actually going to use this more taper brush, the Morphe N441. And I'm tapping into that color, tapping off that excess, and just working this into my crease. Okay, now, and to deepen up that crease, I'm going to tap in to the sixth color in the third row. It's like this kind of brown orange looking color, and we're going to tap the excess off, and we're going to work her into the crease. I don't know if I actually want to use this brush. I keep on... No, we will use her. So tapping back in, tapping off the excess, and just working that into our crease to deepen that. Okay, and now to further deepen that crease, I'm going to grab my Sephora Pro Tapered Crease, what I used earlier for my nose contour. I'm going to grab this fourth brown in the third row, and I'm going to tap a little bit of that in there and tap off all that excess, and then I'm going to go right into the crease and deepen this up. I'm going to grab this fluffy Morphe M518. I'm going to be going back in with that second shade we had used. And I'm just going to be making sure this is all blended out. And then also going back in with Creamsicle. I'm going to make sure those edges at the top are really faded. So yeah, our concealer is the hardest part of this whole thing, and you just have to be really careful and patient in what you're doing, and hopefully I can actually pull this off. I feel like I can. I'm going to take the Maybelline Master Conceal, what I used earlier, putting a little bit on the back. I dropped something. Put a little bit on the back of my hand, and then we're going to go in. Got some on our brush, and we're going to try and see how this goes. For one, I'm going to cut my crease. So, okay. very short actually. That's the first one. So I'm going to be taking it and going a little bit up and out. And then I'm going to be bringing this back in like that. Oh, yes, honey. Okay, that first one was not bad. Okay. And then I'm going to be getting a little bit more, doing one more upwards and going farther. Oh, okay. I'm proud of myself right now. Okay, and then we're gonna bring this one more out towards the, like if we were to connect it to our eyebrow kind of. And I'm gonna bring this a little bit more out. I think I did that one pretty okay. And then this one is just gonna come straight out. Okay guys, I think we got our shape. It doesn't look half bad. I'm actually going to be going into the Jaclyn Hill palette, and we're gonna use her shade Queen, which is the last shade on the second row. And I'm gonna be taking just a little flat brush, and this is by Flower. They don't look like this. I don't even know if they sell these anymore. I've had these for so long. But I'm gonna be dipping right into that. And then giving her a little spritz. And then I'm gonna put her all on the outside and not in the inside. So I'm just gonna be tapping her right. And I'm just gonna get where I can, and then I'm gonna be taking this little teeny tiny brush by e.l.f. It's an eyeliner brush, and I'm just gonna be taking that on there and working this right into where we put all that concealer, because I don't have a small enough brush for that. This is the only small brush that I can use for this. Now I'm going to be taking another brush that looks like that brush, but is just a teeny bit bigger. And I'm going to be going in with the Morphe 352. And we can open her up. I'm going to be using this orange shade right here. And I'm just going to be putting my brush on her, getting that product on there. And then I'm going to give her a little spritz, just like I did the last one. And then I'm just going to be popping her on the corner and blending her with the other shade that we already put down. And then I'm gonna pop her on the inner corner too. And now we can do our bottom lash line really quick. And I'm gonna be jumping into that other Morphe palette we've been using. Open her up. I'm going to be using this shade, actually this top shade right here. It's the last shade on the first row. And I'm gonna be using her to pop onto the bottom lash line. I'm going to be using this FX ones that I was talking about last time that I don't know what it is. And I'm going to be grabbing her, tapping her all, oops, and putting her right on the bottom lash line. And connecting her all with that up there. Okay guys, I think we're pretty good on this eye. What do you guys think? I think it's okay, but I'm gonna try and mirror that right on the other eye. So I will be back. Oh gosh, my shirt's all messed up. But I will be right back and in a quick moment. Okay, so I've gone ahead and done the other eye off camera. I do say I like this one better. Just saying. But we're gonna go ahead and wrap this up really quick. I'm gonna be taking a e.l.f. highlighting brush, and I'm going to be grabbing, I'm gonna pick up this palette and be tapping into this gold highlight right here. I'm actually gonna spray my face so that highlight has something to stick to. And we're going to be adding this right on our cheekbone and a little bit on our nose, forehead, lip. Okay, and now I'm gonna actually be adding a little bit to my brow bone, but I'm gonna be using the pink shade instead of the gold. I'll just be grabbing this Sephora Pro Precision Concealer. I know it's for concealer, but many brushes have many different things that they can use. So we're just tapping that right onto our brow bone. Okay guys, this is our final look. How do we like it? So if you guys enjoyed this video, please like it and subscribe to me if you haven't already. And yeah, I'll be posting hopefully another video maybe by the end of the week, definitely by next week, if not by the end of the week, but it's still pretty early in the week, so I might get one out. So keep a lookout for that. And for those of you that don't know my social media, my Instagram is KaylinPTB, or same as this account, so just follow me there. And yeah, I hope you'll have a beautiful and blessed day.